mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, or they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't tryna go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you got him put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
What up, what up, what up?
Peace.
Urban X Nation, if you are not already a member, now is the time to become a member to our exclusive membership at urbanx.nyc, where you're gonna get a bunch of exclusive footage by the #1 father and son team on the planet. Let me tell you what we're gonna get.
So first, every morning, Monday through Friday, you get a morning message from me, inspirational, keep everybody hitting their goals. What else we got?
We got the after show, where it's unadulterated, unscripted, uncensored information, and you also hear from Mama Dot.
We also have the Real Mentality coming. That is a show specifically to get the male point of view, to get a real man point of view, all male cast, and we have some special guests coming as well.
And the Black Dot will be teaching master classes. That's right, master classes on the subject of hip hop and all other things connected to Urban Decoded.
And a bunch of many hours of extra content we have that we just put up on the membership just exclusively for you.
So we need you to click the link below. Where's it? Yep. Right there below. Click that link below, join, and let's get rocking. Peace.
Peace. Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm Malcolm. This is the Black Dot.
In the building.
In the building. Thank you guys for joining.
In the building, yes.
For another week, another, great time to, be together.
Always.
Always. Share some content, share some news, some laughs, some lessons, all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Live, learn, laugh, love. You know what we do?
Yes.
You know what we do and how we do?
Yes. So shouts out to, I saw Compton, I saw Oklahoma City, I see Indiana. What else I saw?
We got Philly in the building.
Philly, Tampa Bay. Shouts out to y'all. Long Island, Strong Island. Shouts out.
Yeah,
Charleston. Man. Thank you. Tucson, Arizona. Thank you guys for joining. We appreciate it.
Atlanta, Detroit, everybody who tunes in to give us your time, and we never ever want to take that for granted.
Definitely.
So, just keep that in mind. We do appreciate you being here, giving us a platform to share some ideas and concepts, what's going on, and give you a peek into our world, and hopefully get a peek into yours from time to time. Yeah.
All right, so how was your weekend?
Weekend was good. I went to see the Electronics.
Eternals.
The Eternals. What did I say, Electronics?
Yeah, I don't know where you got that from.
Okay, I went to see the Eternals, and it was actually good. It was long.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah. It was a little long, but usually the first movie in a series is usually a little long because they got to explain the story, and then they had the brother in there. He had to do that. Man.
Yeah.
There was no need for that scene. None.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He kissed another dude in the movie. One of the Electronics, super people.
Eternals, yes.
is not the fact that he was living with another man.
Yeah.
Is all I needed to see.
Right.
Okay, this is a situation.
Right.
Cool.
Right.
They had to do it to the brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
He had to turn his head and.
Come on. No. Well, you know, with superhero movies now, everything is about virtue signaling. So they want the first gay character, or they want first lesbian character. You know, they always.
I get it.
Yeah.
But we didn't need to. We could put two and two together. It's two men. They have a son. Okay, this is a situation here. No disrespect to the.
Now you sound ignorant. Okay.
I know. No disrespect to the gay community or the LGBT, whatever y'all call it today. That's fine. Like in the movies back in the day, they never showed sex scenes.
Right.
You saw the man and the woman. The light went out. They woke up. She had his shirt on. She was scrambling eggs. That mean that nigga tore that shit up last night. You know, we can fill in the blanks. Mm-hmm. And now, you know, they took it here, and I sat in the seat because somebody told me it was coming. And as I watched now, if it was necessary,
right,
I said, okay. But I said, this was unnecessary. This is totally unnecessary. But overall, the movie was cool.
Okay.
Eli enjoyed it, so, you know.
Okay. So I thank you guys for joining. We got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, I didn't want to start the show with all that shit. Bro.
Yeah, that's funny. Tuscan 2 cents. Oh, okay, my bad. I don't be knowing, man. You know, thank you for telling me how to pronounce stuff, and that's why I appreciate the chat.
Well, what happened? 2 cents. What happened?
No, Arizona, the city in Arizona.
Tucson.
Yeah,
Tucson.
My fault, y'all. But that's why I appreciate the chat.
Yes. I think we may have the only chat that's smarter than we are.
Which is dope.
I have no problem with it.
Which is dope. Yeah, you know.
I lean on my chat to tell me.
Cause you know how long of a week that or like time between podcasts that would be if we just got something completely wrong on the episode and then couldn't correct it on the spot.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Or then like in the comment section because
they'll tear you up.
I'll be in the comment section and you know people like thought that was wrong. You was not only wrong, you was dead ass wrong.
Yeah, you're like thanks.
Man, thanks, man. Appreciate it. He gay in real life. I didn't know that until I watched the Eternals.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, so it was an easy, transition for a role. He just had to be himself.
All right, let's get going.
Let's do it.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, big news today. The defunct mayor of New York City, Mayor Bill de Blasio, he put some mandates in place today that now all employees in the private sector, no, not city employees, but private employees now are mandated to get the jab by the 27th. And now to go into businesses, kids have to be vaccinated from ages 5 to 11. This mandates now. They at least need one shot as well. So people are livid by this.
Enough is enough of this shit.
Yeah, people are. First off, there are a lot of businesses who felt like they were blindsided by that because it was just completely out of nowhere. Like, and two, he's going to be gone in next month. So it feels like he's deliberately trying to burn the city down,
burn the house down before
he gets out. You know what I'm saying? Just flip over the card game, flip over Monopoly before he gets out. Yeah. And people are not happy, but I think going after private businesses now, I think now we start to see where...
Now the shit is on.
Yeah, now we start to see where people's heads are at when it comes to this. Because, it's easier for like city employees or city employers, to buckle under that kind of part. He's the mayor. Like, I guess we have to. Mm-hmm. Even though we've spoken about this when it comes to mandates and what's law.
Right.
And if you have to follow that. So I can see city employees and things like that not trying to lose their funding and things like that when it comes to, the mandates. But private employers, I don't think this is like a direct attack on their businesses. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
A direct, like clearly on them. They would have to fire all their employees. You know what I'm saying?
And their children. You
know what I'm saying? So I don't see private employers sticking to this. I think they're gonna stand their ground. That's just me.
I hope so.
What I'm seeing as well is even the people who are vaccinated, they had to get vaccinated for their jobs. Now you're making me give my kid this. Like, it's not the measles, it's not those shots. It's
right.
This one that's just been out a year, and I even though like I took it, I'm still kind of skeptical. You know, that's how a lot of people feel about it.
Yeah.
So I don't see that going over well either.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you. This is just way out of control now. Where do they stop this?
Yeah.
And I want to segue into this by saying I'm on chapter 5 or 6 of the Fauci book. Mm-hmm. I'm recommending you all get this book. A couple of people hit me up and said they got it. They've been listening to it. It is a must. Read or listen. If you want to know what's really, really going on in this country, and it's not as bad as you think. Meaning doctors all over the United States and the world have been uniting against Fauci and this organization and regime because they know what's taking place is unethical. You don't hear about it, right? So when people say we're following the science, that's a code word for you following Fauci.
Well, Fauci said, I am the science, basically.
He said, I
represent science.
Right.
So.
But when I tell you thousands of doctors with 30 and 40 years experience in the field of treating patients have been treating patients with a bunch of alternatives. This is what I mean by it's not as bad as you think it is. If you listen to the news, this shit is dire, right? And drugs like
hydroxychloroquine?
Hydroxychloroquine.
Chloroquine, yes.
And it's another one that's just hydroxy, right? These drugs have been around for 65 years, treating malaria and other diseases. What they've come to find out, according to this book by Robert F. Kennedy Jr., is if you treat people early with it, in the early stages of corona, along with vitamin C and other things, it is tremendously effective. Fauci and them banned it. In countries all over the world, they banned the use. And when there was an uproar, they said, okay, we'll run our own tests. But the test they were running was they were waiting until people were extremely sick, and they were giving this to old people 10 times the recommended dosage amount and blowing their hearts out, according to this book. And I'm going to tell you.
What happened?
Yeah, they might cut the stream off. Yeah. Well, I'm saying according to this particular book. So I'm just going to keep it out there. Listen, these people in nursing homes all around the country with no consent, they wasn't getting any consent, was testing these out and bringing these false results back. Then they had the New England Journal of Medicine, which is the most prestigious medicine document printed, say that the hydroxychloroquine was fake or non-usive. It was ineffective. They had to recant the statement.
Wow.
You don't see medical journals like that having to recant statements because doctors on the ground were uniting and they were showing you this fraud going on in this country.
Allegedly.
For
the YouTube overlords.
Right.
Yes.
The hydroxychloroquine is $1. Most $10 to make. The drug in which Fauci and his pharmaceutical people, which starts with an R, my people in the chat know what it is $3,000. Right? And the level of, listen, I'm just going to say this. Earth is a cesspool.
Yeah, it's bad.
If you can get out of here, you should get out.
Yeah, it's bad.
This shit is a cesspool of unethical shit, and all the people who are paid by Fauci, they all quiet.
Yeah, that's. I was actually getting to talking about the Blasio. Somebody has to be paying him. It makes no.
He has to be getting paid.
It makes no logical sense.
Pharmaceutical is paying him. Have to.
Yeah, you're not helping nobody. You're not doing this out of the kindness of your heart. You thinking you actually helping somebody.
It's impossible.
There's no way
for you to be doing this type of stuff out of the kindness of your heart.
Yeah.
Now, what the doctors have been doing, which is what doctors do for years. They create a network. When something works for me, we put it on the line, we share it. all of the social networks have been shutting down the networking systems of these doctors who have been sharing. Listen, I've been using this. That's been working. Maybe you could try that, this and that. Listen, this is bad. You only need to, I'm going to be honest, if you can get a free download of the first 5 chapters, that's really all you need to read or listen to. It's that bad. The complicity of what people will do for money in this country, all the rappers, the actors, the politicians, the doctors who got paid for false. It's all for the sake of some money. It's bad.
And I've said this early on, like since last March. We've been getting a real masterclass into how to manipulate statistics, how to lie with stats, how to justify some really nefarious deeds with stats. It's crazy. And prime example of what de Blasio is doing here in New York City, throughout historically, when you give people power, when you give lawmakers and politicians power, they never give it back. So what we're seeing is every couple months when people start to get a hang of living with, the virus and things like that, a new variant comes, and now I have to roll back, some more of your privileges under the guise of, it's a public safety issue.
Until you don't have no money, then you go, how did that happen?
Right. And Australia right now, what you're seeing in Australia right now, there are camps. Like people are sending videos from these quarantine camps that they're being forced at, and they can't even go like 5 feet, like past a certain line. They was like, so I can't go right there. Like, no, you will get fined $5,000. If you come over here. You know what I mean? So, and I truly believe if America didn't have guns, and if we didn't have white people that were just as against this as the poor people of this country, poor and black people, if it wasn't that, we would be the same way.
And so the point I'm trying to make, and the last point I want to make about this is, if you find out that you have COVID, it's not the end of the world. There are so many breakthroughs from these doctors who refuse to go against the oath that they took to serve the people, is what I'm telling you. And they're doing it almost in secret. Some of them saying they have to stop reporting the findings because the watchdogs come in and shut them down because they want to see people healthy. There's no reason whatsoever for people to be suffering anymore from what is going on. So I put that out there, but you got to be, you got to get that vitamin D, vitamin C, that zinc, and, other things in your system, and hope you can find some doctors that really, respect what it is to be a doctor to heal you, because what Fauci is doing, according to this book, is crimes against humanity that you couldn't possibly imagine. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But I wanted to put that out there so that you understand what's going on. I can't stop listening to this shit. This shit is like a motion picture. I'm like, dude. So please, invest in that audiobook. It's $10.
Oh, it is.
Or it's a very thick book if you're going to read it.
Oh, gotcha.
But if you don't have time to read it, you're just in the car and you just want to hear the statistics. And Robert, he's not giving his opinion. He's speaking to the actual doctors who are on the ground from here to Bangladesh. All of the top doctors who are not being paid. See, the ones who are being paid, the University of UCLA, all of them, they just... But the ones who are not being paid, something else going on, bro.
Damn. Okay.
Something else going on.
All right. Also, I wanted to say this as well, because I think it's very easy to kind of lump Fauci and them with the Democratic Party and think, okay, that's a clear enemy right there, right? So in Florida, DeSantis, the governor, Ron DeSantis, the governor out there, he proposed to put together like a civilian military operation that is just for the civilians that he will control, right? I have a problem with that as well.
Oh yeah,
right. I've been big enough Florida for like past couple months.
That's vigilante, like.
But that again, when you give these politicians, lawmakers power, they don't give it back. So what the hell could he do once he's in a position
to do that?
To like really solidify his
power
grip?
Is intoxicating. And at the same time, I'm reading my Anunnaki book.
Oh, yes.
The Anunnaki will return in 2022.
Oh, the book's name is The Real Anthony Fauci.
Yeah, The Real Anthony Fauci. And they also get into Bill Gates. Same thing.
Okay.
Anthony Fauci, Bill Gates. I'm reading my book on the Anunnaki.
Gotcha.
Because they're coming back in 2022. And I've been stacking water. I've been getting ready. Y'all sitting around bullshitting. Anunnaki returning. Anyway, just reading this book, because I like to exercise the mind about the potential of interstellar intelligence. And they asked the guy, the author of the book, he got about 50 books out on the subject. Like, why don't these Anunnaki just come and save us? And they said, we savages. We so low on the vibratory rate that we don't even register with other galaxies or other civilizations outside the galaxy because we down here killing each other. Every time we get a piece of technology that is brought through the system to teach us something, we use it to kill each other. This is This is a cesspool. If you can get out, get out. Get out now, nigga. Shit, because they coming back in 2022. I already told you what some of the Stargates are. I ain't gonna reveal what my Stargate is. I'm taking my family. I'm going through the Stargate. Okay. I don't even know what's on the other side of that shit. I'm out. I'm gonna ask y'all one time. You coming? Dad. All right.
What's the name of that book?
It's. Come on, Malcolm.
People asking. I don't want to leave them hanging.
Yeah, it's. Hold on.
I don't want to leave them hanging.
All right, I'm on page 417. Go back to the beginning of the shit.
Oh, Jesus, man. It's called The Anunnaki Final Warning to Earth and Their Return in 2022. 5th edition.
5th edition. Final warning, you niggas. Anunnaki returning. Right. Really good book if you're into sci-fi shit,
Okay.
Stuff like that.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Somebody comment, Malcolm, please check associate. I wasn't trying to associate black people with poor.
Yes.
Thing.
Let's not get technical. Peace Kings.
Please.
I wanted to give you a shout out to my woman, Monique. She gave birth to my beautiful daughter.
Hey.
Alani Mariah Noble.
Hey.
November 27th.
Happy birthday. I mean, congrats.
Yes, happy Earth Day.
Yes.
Congrats. That's a beautiful name, Alani Mariah Noble. I like it.
Yes.
I like it. Congrats to you and your queen. And I hope Alani brings you guys joy. You know what I mean? Lots of joy.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Yeah, I know you're not sleeping.
No.
I know the struggle.
You won't be doing the sleeping.
No struggle. Yo, so the other day was the versus the Bone Thugs versus 360.
Yeah, I heard.
Did you see it?
No, but I did see your man throw a bottle of water.
Was it? I thought it was the mic. He threw at
or the mic or
Busy
something.
Bone, yeah. First of all, I didn't know Busy Bone was like that.
Like what?
He's a little off his rocker.
Okay, that be politically correct, Malcolm, because you just called me a savage for saying the gay people.
You're right.
Say the right shit.
You're
Malcolm.
right.
He's touched. That's what black people
Nah,
say.
yeah. Listen, because I saw a few videos on it and like a few of his videos, and he's just talking. I was like, I have no idea what he's talking about. To the point I had like my friend, we all like, we talking about it with each other. I'm just like, I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah, he threw a water bottle. Yeah.
Oh, it was a water bottle. Okay. So he got into it with them on stage, and I think that was like the first fight of the verses.
It was. It really pissed Swiss Beats off.
Yeah, he was tweeting about basically, niggas being niggas, and he was tired of it. I get it.
When you bring 8 people here, 8 people there, this is their moment.
Yeah.
This is Bone Thugs' biggest moment since they was
probably,
and probably 3-6 Mafia. In terms of lately. Mm-hmm. So it's sort of like the way what's the singer? She was drunk on stage.
Shaka Khan.
Yeah. Like, she not gonna get another moment.
Yeah.
So sometimes they come and they show their ass.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
I was just like, sheesh, come on, man.
Yeah.
But some of the complaints Swiss had, he said like the venue's charging 5 times the amount they charge everybody else.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot going on with that.
Like to the point, like, I don't even know if it like really benefits them to even throw these on anymore.
I think this is plateaued and run its course.
I definitely
If
do.
you're not talking Nas and Jay-Z.
Yeah, I definitely do.
For a huge
Madison
Square Garden, you know, standing room only event.
Like, I heard rumor that it was going to be Lil' Kim and Foxy.
I heard that rumor too. That might be dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I think Wayne and T.I., Wayne is going
to smoke T.I. No disrespect
he's gonna do
to
him
the
bad.
people out in Atlanta, but Wayne's catalog
he's gonna do him bad.
His catalog, his freestyles is crazy. Come on, man. That's not fair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless you're talking Drake and Kanye or Drake and Jay, Nas and Jay. I don't want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday to my princess, Juliana Hardy.
Turned 8. Okay.
All right.
Happy birthday. Okay.
Clap that up.
It's a lot of Sages.
Sag in the building. Yeah. She 8, so she knows everything. And you better not play with me, Daddy, because I know everything. You can't pull nothing off for 8-year-old. I used to pick Odyssey up to school when she was about 6 or 7. You didn't see a bad little shorty coming? And now my daughter's starting to look at me. Like, what you gonna do, Dad? I'm like, I'm gonna mind my business and look straight ahead. That's what the hell I'm gonna do. You can't pull nothing over them 8-year-olds, boy.
That's
they
funny.
know all kind of shit now. Yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So we gotta talk about this. So there's a new show on Amazon Prime called Harlem, right? And from what I see, you know, it's 4 black women, and it's detailing their lives and their goings-on in Harlem.
This is 4 black women?
Yes.
Okay.
Right? And I saw a clip that was circulating on Twitter this past weekend. It was a scene where one of the characters, she has a short haircut, so she went to the barbershop to get lined up and stuff like that. And one of the barbers was just having like a super
ratchet conversation. Like, yo, these women be busting it open for, you know, Twinkie, like just super animated. And that created a conversation, debates about the toxicity of the barbershop, and the barbershop is one of the worst places for people because it's so toxic, it's homophobic, and you know. And then, but I saw a lot of people going, "Yo, I've been alive." I saw some people go, "I've been alive for 50 years. I've been in the barbershop 45 years because I used to get haircuts at home prior to that. I've never heard anything such of men in the barber seat. Now, you might get a customer saying something crazy, and not even to that magnitude, because we check each other in the barbershop.
Especially if it's women and children around, too.
That's the point I'm getting at. As I wrote in my book, Urban Culture Decoded, barbershop is a staple of our community, right? It ain't just men in there. It's women bringing their young sons in there because for whatever reason, dad may not be around. So it's not a whole bunch of men in there having locker room talk. All of that's bullshit. And when I saw it, I cringed because we don't talk like that.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And busting between her teeth, all kind of crazy stuff. It was super exaggerated. But then this is a show about 4 women, and who knows who's directing this and the message, because there was another scene where they showed this girl in the bed with a guy, and his ass is in the air or his legs is in the air. Who does this?
Oh, man.
So you already know it's an attack on black men in some capacity. And come on, let's just stop it with this. The barbershop is where a lot of young men learn anything. Not just about sports, about responsibility, the whole 9 yards. Great politics conversations. You've seen Ice Cube's barbershop. It's more along those lines than it is that ratchetness. It was bad.
And it always lends to the point, like, anytime especially black men have to defend ourselves from our spaces, we never like listen, like nobody ever listens, because then I saw a bunch of gay black men going, well, you have no idea what it's like for me to go and go into the barbershop. Barbers are trying to make their money.
They here to get their money.
They're trying to make their money. They're not gonna go nah get up. And even if I even give because I've been in the barbershop and somebody has let the fag word fly. Like they've but it's if they need to, if like you said, we check ourselves. If somebody needs to tell you to chill, they will tell you to chill. Like,
Absolutely.
all right, calm down, relax.
Absolutely. The most heated conversations is usually around sports or politics. You know what I mean? Or how to get some money. The hustlers is coming through. Back when they was selling bootleg CDs or this and that. So you got your hustlers coming through. Just like Ice Cube depicted it, is more of a, closely related to what the barbershop is. And it's usually the only business in the neighborhood owned by black people.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's think about that. It's the only one is the barbershop. We don't own the Chinese restaurants, the supermarkets, the liquor stores, check cashing places in it. But the barbershop, we take pride in because you see the brother open it up every day. And this is where we make a connection with the people in the community. And it's residual income because you got to come back to get another haircut.
Yeah.
Especially if the service was to your liking. So I'm like, nah.
Somebody said rap top 5. That's all it is. Every day we just having the same.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's never she was busted. I'm tired of the over dramatics when it comes to black men. I'm tired of, and I had to explain this to people because they always are confused when these things happen. I'll say there is so much money in making black men look like monsters.
Absolutely.
There's so much money in making black men look like perverted or savages. There's so much money in there. There's book deals, there's shows,
and to get your show even okayed, it has to pass a certain requirement.
Yeah.
And that's no real masculinity. If there is masculinity move, because I heard 50 Cent he broke a record for 200 million views.
Yeah, with 5 shows. Yes.
5 shows. It's all in that capacity. We got to be drug dealers.
Yeah.
We got to be hood drug dealers. Like, how many times are we going to run with this narrative?
Yeah. We got to talk about him later, too.
Yeah.
Somebody made a couple points on him. Well, also, I saw a comment that said, you got a shop in Harlem? Like, if you got one, you got a shop in barbershop in Harlem. Like, I'll go.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Put the address.
Put the address in there.
I'll go.
Absolutely.
And before we go to a commercial break, shouts out to
Pharrell Williams is the executive producer of that show.
Of course he is.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because I'm happy.
Yeah.
Clap along if you feel.
But like I was saying, so shouts out to Aaron Cromartie's son Elijah.
Yes.
They are doing their damn thing on that football field.
Yeah, man.
Shouts out. I've been following on the gram. Like man.
You know
what I'm saying? I'm kind of living vicariously through them. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I guess they beat the defending champs on their way. Now they're going to the championship game.
Nice.
Right? So shouts out to y'all. Very dope. Super dope.
And Aaron Kamani, hold your chest out, man.
Yeah, man.
You're doing that, man. Be proud. Be proud of the work you put in, man, because it's a reflection of you, and you're doing an amazing job, King. An amazing job.
When's the game? It's in Connecticut. It might drop out there.
Is it in Connecticut?
Think so. Let me know. DM me. We'll see.
Yeah. See if we can kind of get up there.
And apparently,
he's in the chat.
It was some drama because they were down at halftime.
Gotcha.
And then they held the other team scoreless at the whole second half. Came back and won. Shouts out to y'all, man. Shout out to Bomb on that. Shouts out to y'all.
Bomb to that.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Super dope. Rooting for y'all. Hope he kills it because he's been. I see. He's been trying to. Garner some interest with some college coaches.
Of course.
I'm sure he is already.
As he should.
Super dope. So on that note, we'll take a quick commercial break and we shall return.
Yep.
We will be visiting 2 past lives, the life in between lives, and 20 years into the future. Are y'all ready?
Yes. I was a blue bean on a spaceship, and I was out in the universe, and I was fighting to save my village, my town, my planet, which was filled with children.
I was in the 1800s. It seemed like slave day. I was an older woman. I was the healer because everybody who got sick, I helped them. Slave owners took it as if I was teaching witchcraft. So they hung me and I could see my body literally hanging from the tree.
I was captured. They grabbed me and they tied me up. They threw me over a cliff. Didn't I hit the rocks below? I saw a very bright gold orb shoot out of me.
I had a Triton in my hand. I was kind of like light skin, lighter color. My feet was still feline, hairy, black cat. And I was just doing all these alchemy, magic. I was like Doctor Strange, fighting these greys and these orc beings.
Are you suffering with rat-induced sleepless nights? Maybe cockroaches are making your life a living hell. There's nothing worse than pests making themselves at home in your home. But trying to end the war is expensive and tiring. Sometimes you need someone with the right knowledge and tools to help claim your space back. Different types of pests require different types of poisons, meaning you can't just buy one product and expect it to work for everything. We're fully educated when it comes to controlling your pest problems. All you need to do is give us the lowdown on what's keeping you up at night, and we'll gather our weapons of choice. We'll fight off termites, rats, ants, bedbugs, cockroaches, fleas, flies, and more. Basically, if an unwelcome guest has taken up residence in your house, we'll get them out for good. There's not a minute to lose. Call us today for a free quote to end the war once and for all.
This Christmas on PaddyZed Radio from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. London time. DJ Z brings you funk, soul, R&B, house, Afro beats, dance music, and so much more. Please follow at PaddyZed Radio on Instagram and Twitter for more details. PaddyZed Radio. Get lost in music. Get lost in music.
Back. And we're back. Natural Shea.
Shouts out to
Nature's Shea.
Nature's Shea. Damn it, dude.
Listen, I'm losing it, man.
Damn. Neoshi Hypno and Soul Healing. PaddyZed Radio.
PaddyZed Radio. They based out of London.
Yes.
Okay, and they play all kind of music.
Yes, they everybody's information is in the description below, and I'll update the site. We have a directory for all the businesses who have advertised with us on our website at urbanx.nyc.
Yes, and that sounds like Leslie.
Yeah.
On the voiceover for PaddyZed.
That's what it sounds like.
I don't want to start no rumors, but wouldn't that be something we're cross-promoting?
That'd be fire.
See, he got wow. See,
you
just hang out with us, man. It can happen. Now with the hypnotic, the hypnosis person, she's gonna hypnotize me.
You want to get the word right?
Through the phone.
Hypnotize.
She's gonna hypnotize me through the TV.
I don't know.
Like, how does that work? You're getting sleepy.
Somebody said, UV.
Is that how that's gonna work? Yeah.
Yes, so the information is in the description and on our website, or on our directory. If you saw a business that you didn't catch, that you wanted to do business with, it's on our website. And I think that's super dope.
And that is super dope. And we here to help as much as we can.
Mm-hmm.
And as a matter of fact, because y'all scared, I'm going in for the hypnosis.
Okay.
I'm going in.
Okay.
I'm going in.
He be just talking because he saw an article or video on Adderall.
Yeah.
Right. And now he's just like, yo, let's do it. I got 3 books to finish. I can finish it all in one day.
Yo, when I saw the Netflix special coming out, peace to my man who sent it to me. His name escapes me at the moment. Beautiful brother. I said, yo, this Adderall seemed like shit. Like I could just be up doing things like for 18 hours.
I was telling you, at my first school, I went to Alfred University.
My man Roderick Adams sent me that. Crazy.
At my first school, it was a bunch of students on Adderall.
Really?
Yeah, because the art program, they had Alfred has like a prestigious art program.
Oh, okay.
And these kids would spend like 100 hours a week in there. And mind you, they have a full class schedule.
Oh, shit.
Trying to you know, it's upstate New York, so it snows like crazy. So one day, it was on top of like a wall type thing. So it was snow, and the snow got like, it froze. Somebody made an ice sculpture in the snow. That's how different they were.
Adderall, baby.
That's how different they were, yeah.
Adderall, baby. Now, you know the side effects. You might grow another neck or something. Yeah. But it could all be worth it. It's really all up to you.
Yeah.
Nah, you want to stay off all of them synthetic drugs. Mm-hmm. But, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
Say it again? Oh, yeah. Shout out to
Nature's Our Shea is in the building. Okay, that's what we're talking
Sorry,
about.
my pops ruined your name.
I did. I'm sorry. All right, you know, they got the shea butter.
Yeah.
They got the sea moss.
Yeah.
They got all the good stuff, and I just ruined it.
So, they fired Chris Cuomo from CNN. Stop that.
Yeah. Got more white people lose their jobs.
Fired him.
It's always good.
Because remember, the last episode, we talked about him getting suspended indefinitely. Now they actually fired him over the weekend. And people were confused, but apparently it was more information coming out. Not about his involvement with his brother's case.
His own involvement.
His own case.
Yes, and he just left his radio station.
Yes, he quit.
He quit XM Radio.
Yes.
So when it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
And now these brothers come from the same tree, and now some sexual allegations are about to come out about him.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
Yeah, but I don't know, their father's rolling in their grave, man.
Oh,
it sucks. Like they were like New York royalty.
Yeah,
you know
they
what I'm saying?
screwing up the family name. Power, bro.
Yeah.
The perception of power and what you can do in positions of power that you feel you can get away with, and it's just sad. It really is. So whenever you come into a position of power, understand that there's a balance. There's a give and take. Or I've seen people who be in the trenches with me and then become a supervisor and change.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, dude, we was just chilling, and now, don't get me wrong, I know you have a job to do.
And I'm not going to like risk your job.
Right, I'm not going to risk your job. I'm going to respect, but don't do a 180 on me, son. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've seen it happen. I think we've all seen it happen. But I'm going to be like that when I get into first class. When I start flying. I'm changing on you niggas. I'm going to come out the curtain eating real meals. Like, what y'all got, like peanuts?
Yeah.
Like soda? Not even like a whole soda. They gave you like a half a can. I want y'all to keep it down in here, because those of us in first class, all right, we're having a good time. I'm going to be like that.
You got issues.
I'm going to change.
So, I mean, hopefully...
Shit, if I hit a scratch off for $50, nigga, don't talk to me.
Oh, my gosh. I think they're going to fire Don Lemon next. Remember, he has his own stuff coming up.
Yes.
And I think the guy who runs CNN right now, he's on his way out anyway.
Okay.
And Chris Cuomo, like, damn near threw him under the bus. He goes, like, he knew what I was doing for my brother, so... yeah, he throwing him...
Yeah, they throwing people on the bus now.
Yeah,
it's bad.
All right.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, the other day on the Daily Show with Trevor Noah. So, first of all, I'll say this: I used to be a really big fan of Trevor Noah.
I remember.
Yeah. I read his book. I thought his book was hilarious. I was watching some of his stand-ups, and when he first got on the Daily Show, I appreciated him. I thought he was smart. I thought his jokes were clever. Yeah.
Yeah, I like intelligent comedians too.
Yeah, but the more once I kind of like stepped away, because I started to just get annoyed with his Trump jokes every day. Mind you, that show comes on Monday to Friday or Monday to Thursday.
Yeah,
it was Trump jokes every day, and
but remember, he's not the writer.
True.
So he's reading a teleprompter.
Yeah, I was just kind of like, all right.
It got tired.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm good. And then when you come back and watch it, it's even worse now. Like it's even like, but recently, the other day, he pointed out the fact that the Moderna CEO is now saying that, in light of Omicron and things like that, we might need more boosters and things and stuff like that, and new vaccines that we need to kind of sell to these countries. And he goes, which was true, it's common sense. He goes, I don't think that somebody who stands to make millions upon millions of dollars
should be telling
us that we need more. I think we need an impartial, even though you're not going to get an impartial.
Yeah,
we just explained how that was going.
I'm selling something, and I think you need to buy more of it. Right. That shit is crazy.
Right.
Especially something of that magnitude.
Right.
Right now, this booster shit is a upgrade, and they're using the word booster, but all they're doing is upgrading your software.
Oh, yes.
Because they hit you with the nanobots and all that shit.
Yes.
You need an upgrade.
Yes.
Just like on your computer. You keep needing these upgrades for your computer to work. They're using the word booster. What the hell is it boosting?
Yeah.
What the hell? It ain't boosting your immune system. Your immune system is natural. It boosts itself with exercise and vitamin C and all of this. It's boosting the nanobots running through your goddamn body. So be very careful, because you're gonna need boosters for the rest of your life.
And that's what people are not understanding. Like, the plot twist here is you'll never be quote unquote fully vaccinated. It's over.
Ever.
Israel just approved a 4th shot.
Oh.
Okay, so then it's gonna be 5, and then
the minute they get you to 4, and this is the last one.
No, they're not even saying that. They're just going. We just need to fight this, and that's the only way we can fight this.
And what happened to the flu?
It's gone.
What do you mean it's gone?
It's gone.
So the flu is just gone.
It's gone. Yeah.
We just don't have the flu anymore.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. That, but you know how that is.
Yeah. The shit just vanished. And they just constantly insulting your intelligence.
Yeah. Instead of, I still haven't heard anybody talk about healthier living, healthier diet. I haven't heard anybody talk about that.
And see, this is what I mean. In the book, you have these doctors who are not on the payroll. They're talking about that kind of stuff.
Right.
Vitamin C, zinc, stuff you should do. Over-the-counter stuff that they Pepto-Bismol combined with this, that they found worked. And they're talking just, and the head doctor in the country has put out no information about how to naturally fight, because it's all about.
And you know what else? There's a built-in excuse, because if you remember, once the whole attached the word phobic on everything, that's when I think that was like really laying the groundwork. And I'm gonna explain. Once everything became fat phobic, once we started saying, okay, yes, this woman Lizzo is beautiful, but that's not healthy. You know what I'm saying? Once we started saying that's not healthy, you know what I'm saying? And they started saying, well, no, you're fat phobic, or you only like skinny women. Once they started creating an excuse for literally just being unhealthy at the root of, at the foundation of that, it's a wrap. So now, if I'm a doctor and this respiratory infection kills a lot of people who are obese or have any other comorbidities, and I'm just trying to give you just groundwork. Okay, we need to start to reverse this, turn the time.
30 pounds.
No, you're fat phobic. Why would you tell me that?
Yeah, yep. That's the world we live in.
Crazy.
That's the world we live in.
Crazy.
They said the flu flew away.
Exactly. They said I'm fat shaming. Yeah, once you fat shaming and you doing all these things, it got crazy.
Yep, vaxphobia is next. You are right.
They actually changed the definition of anti-vaxxer.
What was the point of the Trevor Noah story? We were simply pointing out that even people in mainstream America, on TV, are noticing that the disparity in the CEO of a company selling you a toxic and informing you should have the toxic. Usually they just mind their business. So now when you have people even on TV who are so-called woke saying, yo, hold up, wait a minute. This is wrong. Now that the information is seeping down even into those people. You know what I'm saying? So that was the point of the Trevor Noah story.
I thought that was kind of...
Yeah, I thought it was important as well to let you know whenever TV hosts, because TV hosts stay on script. They stay on code. They make their money. They be out of here. And when they get off code is usually when they headed out the door. So for him to break protocol and go, I don't think it's right for the dude who makes the toxic to tell me I need more of the toxic. I see a conflict of interest there. So yeah, I hope that helped you out.
Something we've been saying since March. And I'm using woke in the colloquial term of how the mainstream media uses it. I'm not using it as an actual term like he's woke. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why do I have to explain these things? You new here?
Well, I just wanted to
you
help
new here?
Whoever was in the chat who was saying, what was the purpose of that story?
Yeah.
Trying to give you some insight.
Yeah, okay.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, remember Donald Trump has his new, or he's trying to build his new social media site.
Donald Trump?
Donald Trump, yes. I don't know if you remember. And it's all like the stock was
It's all good, Dennis. It's all love here. It's all love.
We spoke about that. The stock was going crazy and things like that. Apparently, they're already being investigated by the FEC. FEC.
They ain't even started yet.
Yeah.
Oh, see, listen, this witch hunt. Listen, your freedoms are gone in this country, man. And I don't want to get on this soapbox and continue to express that it's over, as Bobby Hemmett would say. This shit is over, right? You can't use social media and say anything. There's no freedoms there. They all in cahoots, big pharma, big media, and big goddamn...
And the Democratic Party. SEC, thank you.
Yes,
SEC.
Big pharma, big media.
Thank you, Tyler Bennett.
And big, come on, there's three of them.
It's pharma, media, politics.
No.
Pharma, media.
Big pharma, big media.
Hollywood? No?
Big tech.
Oh, yes.
There it is. Big tech.
Thank you.
Mama Dot scores 2 points. Yeah, big tech, big media, and big pharma are colluding together to destroy everything you know. And they're very powerful together.
Yes.
Right? What you see, what goes in your body, messing with your ability to even think right.
Yes.
It's crazy out here.
So and banking, that falls in line.
Yeah. That's probably the fourth pillar. If we wanted to add 4 pillars.
So banking is like funding all of these things.
Right. So big pharma, big tech, big media, and big money.
Because, people say, like conservatives, which is seeing more, conservatives are complaining about like a lot of these tech companies, and they go, well, start your own tech company.
Right.
And they go, okay, now we're starting our own, quote unquote, like they're trying to start their own and already being investigated. They didn't even start yet. So, we'll see.
So you know what that's about.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not surprised at all. I haven't seen, and we were just talking before the show started. You were like, I haven't seen Trump anyway, and that's because he's off social media. So, they can, erase you.
You can be erased.
Yeah.
And I said this 5 years ago, if you don't exist in the social media realm in some capacity, you don't exist.
Yeah.
You have no bearing. If your avatar ain't active and you out here doing something, it's like you invisible. If you just going to work every day and you don't get on social media, your life matters to you. But in this new grand scheme of things, please.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you ever mute somebody on Instagram or Twitter? You forget they exist. You forget all about them.
I muted one dude and I'm like, damn, I forgot.
Yeah.
He wasn't that bad. He was just getting annoying. But he just does not exist anymore. I just muted him. He's gone. Yeah.
Crazy.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So the Jussie Smollett case is happening. Juicy Smollett, and he actually is representing himself.
He's representing himself. He doesn't have a lawyer.
I think from what I understand, he's representing himself.
Don't tell me that, bro.
Seriously, and that's why it kind of bugged me out because I'm like, okay, he's not taking.
He's shooting a reality show.
Gotta be.
This is a part of. He got cameras around.
Because did you hear what he said?
What did he say?
He basically was saying him and the guy who's said that he paid him to stage the beat up and stuff like that. He's been messing with him. They've been doing coke together. They've been going to bathhouses and
gay bathhouses
and having sex and masturbating with each other and stuff like that.
How does that help his
I don't understand, bro. I'm just like
no. Okay, let me take this back. It was 2 a.m.
Right.
You were outside. It was 16 below. All right. You were walking.
Yeah.
All right. Where were you heading? Subways.
Yeah.
Sandwiches. So you were randomly attacked by some niggas you don't know that you said was hillbilly white boys randomly attacked you. Now it comes out, aha, I staged the whole thing.
Yeah, they even got you on camera.
They got you on camera the day before with a walkthrough.
Like, yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah, you're going to come this way, right? So now you say you know the dude prior. How does that help your case?
I don't get, because they're trying to make it seem like the guy, one of the brothers is like a disgruntled lover. So he's lying.
Oh, he's going that route.
Yeah.
Disgruntled, we was just doing coke.
Yeah.
Getting it in, and he's disgruntled, so he's lying. I really did get attacked by hillbilly white boys with MAGA hats. Oh, that's the angle he's taking. Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, it's over.
It's over.
That's funny. Oh, yo, speaking of gay, I heard Kevin Samuels slip up and say something about he understands the impulse of being with a man. Is that true?
I don't know. Is that true?
That's what I heard. That's just what I'm hearing.
Let me hit this.
Hit the allegedly.
Allegedly.
Hit Leslie on that. I don't know, but he listen. I asked women about this.
Yes.
I said, Mom. She said, no. He's gay.
Okay.
So you got to ask the women, because their gaydar is sharper than yours.
Yeah.
You know. So just ask a woman: is this a masculine man, or does this man have tendencies that seem to fall in line with happy? Clap along if you feel because I'm happy.
All right.
You know. That's all I'm saying.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Now this story is not funny.
My man Jermaine Lightfoot said, "I'm never ordering a footlong again."
But but listen to this story though. So there is a white Ohio deputy. He's just been indicted for the murder of Casey Goodwin Jr., who he shot in the back 5 times and he killed him for mistaking his Subway sandwich for a gun.
I heard about that. Now that's crazy. You know the Subway sandwiches are wrapped in green and yellow
white
paper. So how can you mistake a goddamn Subway sandwich and you shoot the man in his back 5 times? Dude, this is crazy. Yeah, but they indicted him.
Yes, he's been charged with murder and reckless homicide.
Okay.
This happened December of 2020.
And we're just hearing about it. Okay. I like that because, and I told y'all before, just indict and arrest the officer early. And if we're wrong, so that there's not a riot and he earns his right to get his job back because whatever was justified, cool. Do not sit them up in some hotel or give them some desk job, you know what I'm saying, while the family is grieving and we know that this is out of pocket. How do you even begin to explain this story to a jury?
Yeah.
He reached for his sandwich.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I have no idea.
Yeah, did we speak about the guy in the wheelchair? We spoke about him Thursday that got shot.
Yeah, we mentioned that.
We definitely spoke about him. Somebody said give him that Amber Geiger sentence. Yo, she's been trying to appeal on the low, but she keeps getting curved.
Yeah, because you got to do your time now.
Yeah.
Got to do your time.
And I'm not going to lie. I thought, remember when that whole thing was happening and his family was giving her hugs and the judge hugged, I'm like, oh, what's happening?
This is weird. Weird.
I was like, oh, they setting us up so they can get her out later.
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah, that's true.
I was getting nervous.
So let's hope this officer get what he deserves.
Factuals.
Subway is cursed food, yeah. Jacob, what's his name? The guy who was molesting the kids?
Oh,
Jared,
yes.
Jared.
Remember, they Subway is not even tuna. I mean, they tuna's not even like fish.
And they got the tire particles in the bread.
In the bread, yeah.
Dude, what's going on at Subways, bro?
They doing bad.
Stay away from Subways. And you know me, I'll eat anything. I told you, I'll see the rats on the bread and be like, yo, come on, man.
Get it off it.
Get it off the bread, man. Yeah, let me get the tuna. The tuna melt. Hold the rat. Just hold the rat. Let me get a little tuna melt. Huh? Yeah. Facts.
That's funny.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
Oh, man. I was about. So remember we were speaking about the Michigan shooting that happened last week. So after that happened, the parents were on the run, And at first, I didn't know a lot of parents were on the run, but then I started doing some like reading into it, and like they were just as culpable into this. They were telling him they would text him like, "You don't get caught next time. You looking up guns in class and stuff like that."
I mean, stuff that you're not supposed to be telling your child.
So
you know what I mean?
They went on the run, and they actually got caught, and they've been charged with manslaughter.
Somebody said they withdrew $40,000 from an ATM machine.
I didn't hear it was 40,000. I think it was like 4,000.
Or 4,000 or 5,000.
Yeah, I didn't think it was 40.
What kind of ATM machine they got?
Yeah, I don't know.
Shit, every time I go back for an extra 20, they're like, yo, son, we gave you 20, man. I mean, you only got $38.
Yeah, I didn't think it was.
Don't you hate when you got a weird number? It's like $38. I'm like, damn it. Can't even get to 220.
I don't think it was that much, but yeah. So they got charged.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But also, I'm seeing a different tune from a lot of these politicians. Like the way it's not being like, why is the Jussie Smollett case newsworthy?
That's a distraction.
And this is not.
It's a very big distraction.
Speaking of distractions, you got to pay attention to. They are the case that everybody's kind of looking at. The Supreme Court is supposed to overturn Roe versus Wade. That's big news right now, because for some reason they looking back at it, and for some reason they saying it shouldn't have. It was a bad rule. It was a bad law. And if you remember RBG, the woman, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who just passed away, who everybody loved so much, she was actually even said it was a bad law.
And what's that law again?
That's basically the woman. One of the is that
an abortion rule?
Yes. Okay. It's a small part of that though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? One of the things that came out of that was women's rights to abortion.
Okay.
So if that's overturned, then I think that'll give more power to states to control how they deal with abortion laws.
Got you.
Now again, we speak about blue states versus red states, and you know when it comes to your liberties, but it seems like red states are the ones who are really against abortion laws. So again, that means that goes to show you that nobody is for you.
You got to be for yourself.
Nobody, neither Republican or Democrat is going to be the one to save y'all. You know what I'm saying?
And you know the whole abortion thing is it's a slippery slope, because you should have the right to do what you feel is needed for you. But when all of these abortion clinics pop up in our neighborhoods, and we understand that nothing goes to waste. So the baby, the fetus, the blood, the placenta, all of this shit is food or a monetary gain. It takes on a whole different. This shit is Frankenstein-like. You know what I'm saying? So while you're thinking, great, I have a choice and let me exercise my choice, it's a whole other money grab that a lot of people are not talking about, especially melanated babies in our neighborhood. So it gets really, really deep when we start talking about if abortion was considered murder, it would be the #1 killer in black people hands.
Really?
Dude, you know how many abortions take place just on a regular basis? You know what I mean? And that's not a knock on people who have a choice to do it. I'm just looking at sheer numbers and why these Planned Parenthood centers are in our neighborhoods under the guise of we're here to give you a choice. And in reality, whatever choice you made, if you made the choice to abort, we're gonna take that baby, we're gonna put that shit in Pepsi, we're gonna manufacture. It just becomes a weird, scary Frankenstein story, man. So it really does.
All right. So yeah, keep your eye on that, because I think a distraction is happening to get away from that.
Yes,
in my opinion, because I think like that's in the Supreme Court that should be like real front page.
Right.
You know
Everybody should be focused.
Everybody should be focused on that.
And the Ghislaine Maxwell case. Right? That also should be front news, because all of the movers and shakers that you've adored and respected are actually pedophiles.
Oh, yeah. Allegedly. YouTube overlords. So.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and you should be concerned about that and how that movement comes about. And they just let this other guy off. He was a designer. I think he was from Canada. I forget his name. Somebody in the chat will tell me. And even though it was plenty of evidence against him, They didn't see the need to, and his island was right next to Epstein's island.
Really?
Yes.
Oh wow.
I forget the designer's name. Somebody will bring it up in a minute. Trust me.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. One of them clothing designers. You know what I mean? Yep. His name is Nygaard. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chad.
Queen Empress. Thank you. I told you, my chat is smarter than I am.
Yeah, they gets
it.
So we'll take a quick commercial break and we shall come back.
Yeah, let's take a quick one and we'll come on back.
Superior Shea Butter Blends presents Shea on You, the best body butter on the planet. A superior blend of shea butter, cocoa butter, and mango butter infused with 14 essential oils. Originally created to combat eczema, this superior formula also combats psoriasis, rosacea, all forms of dry skin, and acts as an insect repellent with naturally occurring SPF. So soft, so superior.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Ascending Infinite Goddess Chanel, and I just wanted to come and connect with you, share some of my time and energy with you, and let you know that despite what you may be feeling during this spiritual journey, you are not alone. I know it may feel like you're going crazy because that's how I felt at the beginning too, but know that you have your entire spirit team, your ancestors, your angels, your higher divine self, just waiting to connect with you. So if you're looking for confirmation or you're looking for some answers, you're looking for someone that can help you on this spiritual journey path, visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess, and let's grow together. I'm here to help you. Thank you for sharing some time with me, wealthy family.
And thank you. 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 And thank you.
Back. Thank you. Chanel.
And Amber with Growth in One.
Yes.
Thank you guys for advertising with us. We appreciate you. The information is in the description below.
Somebody said, I've been mispronouncing. I need some Adderall. That's what I'm saying, man. Come on now. I'm just trying to get focused. And if this is going to help me focus, but they said the side effects could be psychotic. I'm already psychotic.
Yeah, exactly. We don't need him
and
up
you don't
here.
need me up here really psychotic. So I might have to fall back. Yeah.
I don't think
but
he
thank
need
you
that.
for looking out for me. You know what I mean? Start a campaign. Get Doc some Adderall.
No.
And I need a prescription, so I got to go see my doctor. Or I can go underground. I got some people now.
People take you serious.
2 drugs, please.
Yeah,
could happen.
So today there's a website called Better.com, which is a mortgage company, and the CEO got on today on a Zoom call and fired 900 people.
Hopefully they were white people.
In one swoop.
A lot of white people down.
Yeah.
Like bowling balls.
Yeah, I watched it. It was kind of like, it was kind of sad. He was just like, if you're on this call, you want to, like, you're part of the unlucky group that's getting laid off. And people were sad. It's like, it was 2 weeks, 3 weeks before Christmas.
That is sad. I'm only kidding. Especially during the holidays.
Yeah.
He could have waited until after the holidays.
Facts.
To do that.
So I was reading the article. He cited efficiency, performance, and productivity as the reason behind the firings. And then he accused the employees of stealing from their colleagues and customers by only being productive about 2 hours a day.
Yeah, he did say that. That was foul.
Yo, I was just like...
foul. Yeah. I mean, but listen, being a boss is a dirty job, man.
Yeah.
And but imagine you first of all, you can't do that live because somebody will whip your ass.
Facts.
It's 900 people in this room. Everybody, come in, bring it in, everybody. Yeah. I want all of y'all
out.
Like just grab whatever you can and just leave. You niggas is all fired. I know the holidays is coming. Fuck your kids. And then next thing you know, that's how the fight started. And that's how I wound up in the hospital. You know what I mean? So you got to do something like that on Zoom. You have to. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And it's a little bit more efficient than the face-to-face, you know.
Yo, come on, man.
Yeah,
Listen.
It's a lot more efficient. So the article goes on and said the SoftBank-backed mortgage lender announced that it was going public and received $750 million cash as a part of the deal.
Whoa. So he got $750 million and then he fired these people?
Yeah, so they cut.
Oh. You didn't say all of that.
Yeah, so now
that's foul.
They sure no. You know what's crazy? Hold on, let me read this
now
part of the article.
That is foul.
The CFO said, however, a fortress balance sheet and reduced and focused workforce together set us up to play offense going into a radically evolving home ownership market. So that was strategy. That was.
Yeah,
they was looking at the numbers. They was like,
course.
we don't need this many people.
We don't need this many people.
Yeah.
Come on, everybody, bring it in.
Yeah, I can go.
You give yourselves a round of applause. You guys have done a great job here. Bye. Yeah,
that's sad.
That's sad.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Yo, did you guys see Rick Ross's album cover?
No.
It was weird. The album is called Richer Than I Ever Been.
Richer Than I Ever Been. Okay.
Yeah, and the first song he has.
He got a wing stop, but now he got the thigh stop.
Well, it's the same store.
It's the same store.
It's the same store, but remember it was supposed to be a wing shortage.
Wing shortage, and now he's selling thighs.
Yeah.
All right.
But
that's called diversifying the portfolio.
Yeah, that's a fact. Did you see his album cover though?
No.
It was weird. It was just like who okayed this one right here?
What?
He looked like a church woman. Like you know what I'm saying? He looked like Sister Betty.
Yeah. Sister Betty.
Going on Sundays.
Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, so he wound up changing the album cover, and everybody was like, "Thank you," because what the hell was you thinking?
That's called. Come on, I've been taking these classes. What do you call when you put something out there, like to see if it works, and if it don't?
Split test.
Split test. Split test. Split test. I'm on it, y'all.
Yeah.
That's a split test, and you allow the audience to decide. And he went with the white gloves.
Yeah, it was weird.
Kentucky Derby hat. And we said no.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
But on his intro track, he got Willie Falcone to shout him out.
Willie Falcone.
Cocaine Cowboys.
Ooh.
That's tough.
That's tough.
That's tough. Yeah.
Malcolm, but cocaine is bad.
Listen.
Cocaine is bad.
Listen, I've been very cognizant of to what I listen to in the mornings and when I'm around Noble. When I'm working out, though.
You put that shit on.
Griselda, Ross,
Pusha
T. Anything ignorant, I'm with it.
Yeah, speaking of ignorant or getting that money, your church man, Joel
Osteen.
Joel Osteen.
Yeah.
Had $600,000 stuffed in the walls at the church in envelopes. And it was only discovered because the plumber was doing some work.
Yep. 500 envelopes full of cash.
500 envelopes full of cash. That was his getaway money.
It had to be, yeah.
That's that rainy day money.
Yeah.
Like, yo, when the shit hit the fan, we got 600. So why you supposed to tell the plumber, don't plumb there.
Yeah.
Nigga, plumb over there.
Yeah.
Don't plumb over here.
This is from the plumber. He said, quote, "There was a loose toilet in the wall, and we removed the towel. Went to remove the toilet, and I moved some insulation away, and about 500 envelopes fell out the wall." And they were like, "Oh wow."
First of all, if I'm the plumber, you never hearing that story.
Bro.
I'm going to lunch and I'm never returning.
Listen to me.
500,000 in the wall.
Listen to me.
Obviously, you don't know it's there, or you do know it's there, and you can't report it.
Yeah.
Because it's stolen money. You never see me again. Be Wayno Plumbing. I like to expand my business on.
Listen, man.
It ain't happening. It ain't happening. But obviously, this is money laundering on a whole nother level.
So while I'm going further in the article, it said March 2014, Lakewood Church reported that $200,000 in cash and $400,000 in checks had been stolen, in addition to some credit card information. And it said at the time, the church said the missing money had been insured. Since then, no arrests have been made in relation to the theft. So,
but that's putting that little story out there. So it, look that way.
Yeah.
And we're gonna put this money in the wall. And because he didn't even let the people come through in the storm.
I remember that.
He was like, "You ain't coming in here. Isn't this the church of God? Isn't this
I remember
the
that.
one place we should be able to come to feel safe under God's protection? Not up in this mother. You will not be coming up in here." So yeah, that was gangster. He got caught with his pants down.
I know he's pissed.
He's pissed.
He's just like, I should kill.
Yeah.
I should kill that plumber. You know, he's sick.
But he's like, God has given us the opportunity to share. And wouldn't you know it? Out of nowhere, the miracle of God, we bust down a wall in the church. And there it is.
That's laundering.
$600,000, which will go into, back into the church. And I want to thank this plumber. This plumber was sent
we clearly
from
need
God.
new bathrooms.
That's the way he talks.
Yeah.
This plumber was sent from God.
Yeah.
We clearly need new bathrooms. Here it is, a plumber who I've never seen before busts open the wall of injustice. Now I'm getting religious. I'm like, walls of injustice.
You went Baptist, yeah.
I went Baptist.
Yeah, you went Baptist right
and you
there.
bust down the walls and money just falls out the sky. Amen. Can I get an amen?
Yeah.
Shit, if that shit was found in the hood, please, there'd be a problem.
That's funny.
It will be
Somebody said the longer you look at his picture, the weirder he looks. That's a fact.
Yeah, that nigga looks very weird.
Yeah. Yo, we gotta talk about 50 Cent. So apparently he said something about Madonna, right?
Yeah.
Madonna didn't like it. Then he apologized to her. Now, I have not known 50 to apologize to anyone. Royce the 5'9" actually called him out on that. He goes,
What do you think? Why do you think he apologized?
I have no idea.
Because she got pictures. Come here. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And she probably was like, "You forgot about this?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Let me apologize." Yeah. That's the way that went. Come on, guys.
Yeah, probably. So,
Come
yeah,
on.
but
For you to apologize to and Madonna's a high priestess as well, so she holds a lot of weight in the industry. She has a lot of cum in her that she has accumulated. No, listen, let's talk sorcery now. She has a lot of cum in her that she has accumulated over the years. My man knocked that down. He was the manager of the Force MDs.
Why, you just putting him out there?
Well, he got caught for being a pedophile later on in life.
Oh, okay, then.
So
fuck him, yeah.
Right, but he was the manager of the Force MDs. He knocked it down. His man knocked. So along the way, she has a lot of cum in her, which has empowered her to be the sorcerer that she is. So she probably got a little something on 50. Showed the nigga picture.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, that was nasty. Nigga.
Remember?
That was some nasty shit.
What's that movie? Undercover
And he
Brother with Dave Chappelle?
Yeah.
He said Madonna
Yeah.
sleeps with black men.
That's right. That's right. She knew where that power lies.
Yeah, but it was just. I just thought it was from Royce, right? When he said that, I never thought about that. He was like, you never apologize to any black women for you going in.
Anything you do ever.
But you apologize to her. So I
As a matter of fact, she may be at the top of, this industry in terms of a high priestess. It's got to be her. Gaga has made her way up the charts. Beyonce is up there. There's a few other people up there. She's up there. You know what I mean? She's up there.
Okay.
You are tuned into the
Sorry I
sound.
had to do that.
Yeah, she's. Start getting your questions ready, everybody. And we're gonna start taking some questions from the people. I thought this story was interesting. There was a black couple who is suing a real estate agency after their home was valued at around $95,000, but got upped almost another $500,000 after they removed all photos of themselves and had their white friend pose as the owner to a second
assessment.
Yes.
Yeah, this happens all the time in America. These companies devalue the home of black people. You know what I mean? And then you go in and remove all your pictures, put your white friends up, and the value go up $500,000.
Yeah.
I'm suing your ass
Yeah.
too. I'm suing your ass as
Facts.
well. Because what's your explanation?
Yeah.
Tell me. You know what I mean? So I think more and more black couples need to do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just to go through the first process, and then have your friends come through and go through a second process so you can prove the disparity in the amounts on paper, and now pay me. Now my house is going to be free because you guys are going to pay for it.
Y'all going to pay?
Y'all going to pay for that.
Yeah, facts.
And I just even heard they sued the city tenants in New York City won $1 million lawsuit against landlord, a particular landlord in New York City, because the building was supposed to be rent controlled, and it wasn't. And they were able to fight and prove, and 40 of the tenants who had been there for 10 years or more, they're gonna get to split $1 million. Clap that up.
That's dope.
And a lot of y'all live in these buildings that are supposed to be rent subsidized, and they're not. And all you gotta do is do your homework and bust some of these landlords down.
Dope, okay.
Bust them down.
All right.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Dope story. So the Migos rapper Takeoff, I think he's the best one. He has a new NFT project, and one of the winners of this project, he's actually going to take up to space.
And the NFT is called Apes in Space?
Apes in Space, yes.
All right, clap that up. Clap that up. NFT's on the move. And he's going to take a lucky winner into space with him. It's tough. It's tough. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I think Takeoff is the best one. That's just me.
Okay.
That's just me.
They all around the same to me.
Nah, Takeoff is nice. He's different. Let's take some questions.
Let's get some questions going.
Let's get some questions. And while you guys are getting your questions, I got one more story I thought was interesting, right? So a Miami jury rules in favor of a guy named Craig Wright who claimed to invent Bitcoin. Now, I read this headline and was confused because I thought the allure around Bitcoin was we don't know
who created it.
Who created it, if it was a group of people, if it was one person, if Satoshi is a group, or you know what I'm saying? So this confused me. But I'll read some of the article. It says, an Australian computer scientist, Craig Wright, prevailed in a Miami civil case that pitted him against the family of his late business partner and computer forensics expert David Kellman. At stake was half of both of the 1 million Bitcoin mined by Satoshi, a catch currently worth around $54 billion.
Shoosh. Is this a real story?
Yes, it's a real story. It says the man who claimed to be an inventor of Bitcoin just won a major U.S. court case, saving him from paying a business partner tens of billions of dollars in cryptocurrency. Yes.
Wow. So what's going to be...
I don't know. Because it was a civil case, it probably has to go up a couple levels.
Yeah. Keep an eye on that.
Yeah, and I don't know why would he claim to be the inventor. Like the government don't like crypto, so they probably, I don't know.
The government is crypto, bro. Come on.
You think so? You think so? Okay.
I've been around the block a few times. I know a hustle when I see a hustle. Doesn't mean there aren't opportunities for you to get involved and get you some money out the deal. But they're moving this whole thing digital. You think they're going to... We don't know what's going on with the digital world. Oh, wow. Come on, man. Come on. They 10 years ahead. You know they be time traveling, too. So they probably have found where this thing is going, put you on the grid, because you're on the grid.
Mm-hmm.
You know you're on the grid.
Yeah.
So you're on the grid, and you will reach that point at some point in the video game, and boom.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's super convenient for a lot of these like mainstays, Hillary Clinton's, the Ray Dalios, like these people who are already like super wealthy to not have. If you have discretionary income like that, you like multi-millionaire or billionaire, like why not just have crypto? You know what I'm saying? Like even if you don't know what the hell it is, why not just have it?
You don't have to. You hire a couple of them young people
who just handle that.
Handle that.
Exactly.
Make sure
and then I'm gonna just tell you it's a fraud, so everybody else get out.
Right. So I can have it all to myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is actually
one of the Browns got his own Bitcoin called S Juice. Okay, no questions. And the #1 father and son podcast.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, no question. This is the #1. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Somebody said, what do you think about the Indian CEOs in the tech industry? Is there a link between immigration policy, social media? So that is interesting. Because the Silicon Valley has become increasingly run by these Indian CEOs.
Okay.
Right? Now, these people, a lot of the time, they are flat out immigrants.
Right.
That are here, that were software engineers and stuff like that, who have risen up the ranks. The Twitter guy who just stepped in. Now, these people have these people, where they come from, free speech and things like that, that Americans kind of hold dear. That's not a thing for them back in their country, so they don't care about that.
Right.
So they have less of an incentive to kind of honor free speech in these things, and I'm seeing it more and more.
Why would they? They don't even have free speech in their own country.
Exactly.
And they have the casting system.
Right.
Don't think that went away. They've been had this casting system going, and the darker you are, the further you are down the line.
And let's be very, very clear. These tech companies, these what they call unicorns, that's valued over $1 billion. Many times, the valuation and how much they make, way two different things.
Yes.
What they make and what they value at, completely different things. Also, these super, the Googles, the Facebooks, the Amazons, these companies are only that big because of government subsidies and government help like that. So when they try to make it seem like it's just a company that made it on its own, all fronts.
All fronts. And Malcolm, that's why we here hire Indians. Because,
don't say that.
Supervisor and them, they're we do that because they don't play.
Mm-hmm.
They after, they don't take no shit. They after that money. No disrespect,
So I think when it comes to pushing entrepreneurship and stuff like that, these tech companies is not really the best example. I do think intellectual property and software is probably the fastest way to wealth. In my opinion.
Okay.
Just,
Somebody said, what happened to Jaguar Wright, who was dropping all the info? You know what happened. I think she's still on the gram, but her stuff doesn't come up on the timeline no more, and that's controlled by the algorithms. So the last I checked, she was still trying to drop it, but if a tree falls in the forest, I say it all the time, and there's nobody there to hear it, doesn't make sound.
Did y'all see Tariq Nasheed's reparation talk on Twitter? It was in the spaces. I didn't click on it. I don't feel like hearing people yell at each other.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
About reparations in here. People only say stuff.
Did you know that Meryl Streep has a tarot deck dedicated to her called
High Priestess Meryl? Whoa.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, listen, they all in on that. She's in on that shit too.
Somebody asked, Dad, how big was the beef between Tim Dog that caused the East versus West Coast? Tariq Nasheed mentioned it yesterday.
It really wasn't that big, but when Tim Dog went to San Francisco to perform, and somebody played his record, they threw the DJ off the balcony. And them San Francisco dudes tried to get at Tim, and the only one over there who pulled out was Tupac. Tupac pulled out and backed them dudes off of Tim. You know what I mean? So I think it could have elevated if Tim let's just be honest, if he was a better MC, I think it could have really had escalated into something truly big, because we were getting response from Snoop and Dre and stuff like that. But Tim came back with Step to Me. It didn't have the same umph. And, as a result, and like I said, Tim had to catch lightning in a bottle. And that was, he wasn't ever really a great MC. I went to high school with him, I know. He studied all of my work. You know what I mean? But he had the ability, what he could do was perform, and he caught lightning in the bottle with the Fuck Compton song. You know what I mean? Which resonated really big over here, because niggas started wearing Raider hats and Raider jackets over here. And record labels are copycats, so they started looking for the next NWA and stuff like that. And when he said Fuck Compton, he had a #1 single in the country with no video play. I want to say that again. Tim Dog went to #1 on the Billboard charts with no video and basically no radio play, which was unheard of at that particular time. But I don't think he had enough, even though he had the team behind him from the 9 projects and B.O. and all the team. And the team was ready to move, but he never really. And then I'm going to say this too. When we traveled locally, we traveled thick. It was no problems. When we began to move international, because tickets cost money, we were on a skeleton crew. Had we ran into them niggas in London or something, it might have been a whole different story. We did run into Ice Cube. He came to the New Music Seminar, and he just told Tim straight up, as long as you keep that shit over here, you basically good. And then that's why Tim, when he did the song Step to Me, said peace to Ice Cube. And of course you're going to say peace to Ice T. You know what I'm saying? That's the OG. And so from that point on, I heard later on Debo pinned Tim Dog up at the LA airport or something and punked him. But it's Debo. What are you going to do? You know what I mean? And this was years later. So it could have elevated to something bigger. And another thing, I don't think the machine was really in place yet. You know what I'm saying? The East Coast, West Coast, Vibe magazine, Source magazine, the whole machine wasn't really in place yet. I told Tim he should have did a song called Fuck New York. And not Fuck New York, but niggas might gossip and niggas might talk, but they don't have the heart to say fuck New York. Because you know what would happen? Everybody and their mother would be like, fuck New York. And now you got the heat you needed to keep it moving. And he kind of backed down off that. But I was a forward thinker in that sense.
Clever.
Me, him, and Smooth B from Nice and Smooth was sitting around chopping it up. And I was like, yo, bro, that's what you need to do right there. And just leave the title as Fuck New York. You know what I mean? And niggas would have been like, fuck New York. I know Tim ain't fucking bugging, son. And then they would have played it. And then that may have led to, other things.
That song that you played for me when he was dissing Snoop, that was a good song.
That was a very good song.
That was dope.
Yeah,
I was actually impressed. Somebody said, would I take a check or 40 acres in a tractor? I don't know.
Would you take the check?
Yeah, reparations.
Or 40 acres and a tractor?
I don't know what I'm doing with 40 acres.
Give me the track. Give me the check.
I don't know what I'm doing with 40 acres.
I'm going to go with the check. Yeah. I can always pay a nigga to mow a tractor for me. Give me the check. Yeah, give me the check.
Somebody said, I don't know about, I haven't heard about a pregnant robot, but we talked about the xenobots.
That gives birth,
self-replicating.
But it replicate itself. Yeah, not necessarily pregnant, but it can replicate itself.
We spoke about that last week.
Yeah. True story.
Somebody said, 40 acres. That's a really good question. Who do you got in college football playoffs? Bama's about to take it all the way.
Yeah, Bama don't play.
Bama's about to take it. Because
Roll Tide.
I was hearing Georgia all season, and then Alabama put it on them. So Alabama is clearly the best team in the country.
Yeah, a lot of people say Tim Dog was trash. I'm not gonna go that far. He just didn't have the lyrical capabilities to sustain much. And Bronx Nigga was a dope song. Going Wild in the P Now. He had another song about, dreaming of sleeping with the celebrity chicks. But that's your preference. I'm not here to defend a dead man, I appreciate him because he took me all around the world. London, Holland, Germany, Paris, everywhere throughout the States, and showed me what the music industry was from the other side, and that's where I gained most of the knowledge I have in regards to it. So appreciate it.
How do you feel about the Bronx drill movement? I can't stand it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because first of all, I don't like New York drill music because New York has always been the innovators of any type of music.
Right.
So now, why are we copying something that was in the UK first, then it went to Chicago, now it's here? Why we have to try to ride a wave like that?
And we never usually ride waves, we're usually creating it.
You get what I'm saying?
That's how you know this thing is backwards. The Ralph McDaniels documentary on Music Video Box was an excellent documentary. Homie who just was up on the screen said he never even heard of him. That's a New York thing, but he pioneered New York hip hop because he was the only station. It was like a public access station on Channel 31 that played all of the music videos of that time from the 80s on up. And this is before Yo MTV Raps. And he was pioneering, and he was very social. So he wasn't just playing videos. It was social commentary, things going on in the hood. So he's almost like the Cool Herc of music videos.
Oh, dope.
I would say he's the Cool Herc of music videos, and you had to get your video played on Music Video Box, and he began to expand and actually direct videos. He broke Nas. Nas owes all of his, and so many other artists do as well. So big up Ralph McDaniels. I thought it was a great documentary, and yes.
So real quick, so I think I got it wrong. I think drill music started in Chicago, then the UK, then back here. I stand corrected.
Okay.
Also, Darren Goldman said Jay-Z is your standing bearer, but I hate him. I don't hate Jay-Z.
Who said this?
I'm just not on.
What happened now?
I'm just not on his nuts.
Yeah, please stop this. This is the same dude who was in the comment section.
I'm just not on. I'm not hanging on him.
Whenever we mention something nice about Jay-Z, I never hear you say nothing.
Yeah.
You never go, wow, that was big. But the minute we mention something bad, I think you're just trolling.
You gotta be.
You gotta be trolling.
Said that talk about how important OBG is for women. Trying to ask my girl if she ever goes.
I can't really.
Yeah.
Of course, your wife needs to see how she's doing.
Yeah.
But you have doulas and a lot of our sisters doing this kind of care now because they understand the woman's body more than anybody else. You know what I mean? A woman come to me for an OB appointment, I'm gonna be up in that ass.
Yeah,
no, that was bad. That was
gross.
This is a part of the healing.
So
I was afraid to lose.
Why did Drake withdraw from the Grammys?
I believe he withdrew because he knew he gonna lose.
Yes, I think so as well.
But I was surprised that The Weeknd was not even nominated. And that because he chose to do the Super Bowl over the Grammys. So it's a lot of politics. When that happens, it loses its validity. If you're going to say, if I don't do this, and we know it's all politics. Beyonce will tell you in a minute, I ain't showing up unless I'm winning. Yeah. So, one of them big people, so yeah.
And real quick, I remember on the Joe Budden podcast, they even said, they mentioned that Drake hasn't been doing interviews for this album. He hasn't been doing no real press for this album. They was like, I don't even think he really liked this album himself.
Yeah, and then on the last album, did you finish the Anunnaki book? Not yet. I'm up to 400 of 600 pages. On the last Grammys, he accepted the Grammy. He talked down to it. They cut him off. They started playing the music on his ass.
Oh, that's right.
So he's on some these awards. Right. I think he's just taking shots at Jay. Did I say Jay?
Oh, okay.
Shit. I think he's just taking shots at Jay because Jay got so many of them.
Okay.
And that might be. But again, if you only gonna give me the award if I do something for you, how valid is the award?
True.
Right. So we have to understand that.
True. Somebody talked about Dusty.
What's up with all this attention Fat Joe is having? Well, Fat Joe is a part of the Versus team.
Is he? That's smart.
Yeah, he is.
That's smart.
He does the play-by-play afterwards. I think he cut a deal with them because he gives the best commentary on it. So I believe he finagled that along with his position of being a podcaster into something. So that might be all the attention Joe's getting. He diversified his portfolio, right? He wasn't making a lot of hot records. The Corona situation hit. He got on his podcasting game based on his daughter, told him to get in front of the camera, and we realized he was a personality. He knows everybody. Yeah. See, that's the difference. We got a podcast, we don't know nobody. Not like that. His podcast is he could bring anybody in here. You know what I mean? That he wants.
And last thing, somebody said, Dot Malcom just finished Cal Newport's talking about digital minimalism. Great book. And said back on YouTube when we were their first destination. We appreciate you.
We appreciate you so much.
And with that being said, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We will see the members over in the after show in about 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, give us 15, 20 minutes. Come on over.
And then we shall return later. But for y'all right now, we'll see y'all guys on Thursday.
Yes.
All right. Peace.
Peace.